Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, I can't live without you. Whoa, oh, oh.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a haul. This is going to be kind of the random things that I've bought throughout quarantine. I am going to be doing another separate haul later on in a few weeks of clothes that I've bought. But this is the more random stuff that I thought I would share with you because some of you are interested in this. If you follow my Instagram, you might have seen a few of these things, but not all of you do. So if you don't, make sure to follow my Instagram, links down below. Okay, the first thing I'll start off with is hair stuff. So, you may notice the last two videos maybe, my hair has been kind of wavy. So I am kind of trying out the curly girl method. I'm not following it strictly just because I don't like the rules that it has, and I can't be bothered to spend that much and put that much effort into my hair. All I want is for it to be a bit less frizzy, a bit more manageable. So, I bought a few products to go with it. So I'm using just my normal shampoo and conditioner, which are these ones here, but I am adding in an extra step. I'm using a gel. So the gel that I have is this one. So this is the Cantu Define and Shine Custard. This was about £5 on Amazon. It's like a runny gel, is the only way to describe it. I personally love the smell of this. Some of you will hate it. It's kind of like peaches. That's how I would describe it. But basically, once I get out of the shower, I dry my hair off with a cotton pillowcase. I literally scrunch my hair up like this until it's just a little bit drier, and then I take some of this in my hand, rub my hands together, and then again I kind of run it over my hair, and then I scrunch it again, and then that's basically what I do. This basically helps to define your curls, and then the next couple of days all you have to do is wet your hair and scrunch your hair again, and it forms the same like gel cast on your hair. Third day in, it's not quite as like curly as like the first day, but this is the third day, so I'm pretty pleased with how this has lasted. One thing that really helped me is buying a diffuser. So the first few times I didn't do this and they just didn't work very well. Babyliss has always been the brand I have had my hair dryers from, literally my whole life. Even my mum and my sister have the same. So I trust the brand, so I went with one of theirs, and I went with this one. So this was off of eBay. As I said, it was about £25, which originally I think this is 50. So yeah, I really like this. I love how it's grey, but it has got like a little bit of sparkle in it. It's got a really decent sized diffuser. I wasn't sure how big it was going to be, but my hair is quite thick, so to have a really big diffuser is really good. It's got lots of different holes in it, so it's a really good way of me drying my hair. Basically what I do is, I'll give an example. I take like a section of my hair, I put it into the diffuser like this, and I bring it up, put it on here, and then I put it on the lowest setting, on the coldest setting. If I can find any of like the first day or two of my curls, I will put in some photos here. But yeah, really love this hairdryer and a really good buy. If any of you are trying to keep your hair less frizzy and still curly, I've found that this has been a life changer and I'm so glad I bought it. Sticking with kind of like healthcare stuff, I did buy myself a body butter. I really struggle with them because I have quite sensitive skin, and so I just like to find something that's really good on the skin. But I got this Garnier Intensive 7 Days Nourishing Lotion in the scent mango, but this one is for dry skin. I don't really know the difference, but there are a few on Amazon, and I think I got this for like £2. I'm not even joking. It goes really well with this, but I have really dry skin, so I've been trying to get back into using body lotion because I hate to say it, but I just never used it. But yeah, I do really like this one, and I have been using this, especially after I've shaved my legs. It is really nice. Smells good as well. I also picked up, I needed a new body spray, so I just picked this one up off of Superdrug. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought it was gonna be bigger because I've bought one of these before. So this was like £4 for just this 100ml, but this is the So Vanilla Milkshake. Oh, I actually do quite like the smell, so I did originally pick this up for my dance bag, but I'm just going to kind of keep it around here for now because obviously I'm not back at dance yet, but this will just stay on my shelf for like my perfumes and my body sprays. You just always need a good body spray. So this next thing I didn't actually buy, but I thought I would share because it's beautiful. So my Nana is moving house and she's basically been decluttering. I managed to bag this gorgeous eyeshadow palette off of her. I do actually have it on my eyes today. I don't know if you can tell even, but I'm not exactly sure. I think the name is Starry Eyes to Hypnotise, and it's Charlotte Tilbury, so it's like this, and the actual colours inside are gorgeous. Look at them. I will do like a little close-up for you, but I used the Section Love Glow, so these pinky shades, and they are just gorgeous. I just think that this is a really good palette because it's got the kind of nude colours, it's got the pinks, it's got the greens, and it's got the blues. So yeah, a really, really pretty palette, and this is kind of perfect for me, especially as it's got the nude shimmers plus the pinky shimmers. Really, really love this palette and very excited to have got my hands on it. Okay, let's go into something a little bit more random, but I thought I would share this. So a lot of you may know that I have been doing photography at college for the last 2 years. So I have now finished and handed in my final project, and I'm waiting till results day to get my results. But Premiere Print, I'm not positive. All of my other printing was from xoxo, and I would highly recommend, if you don't have a good printer at home, they are really, really cheap. If you get the loose sheets just to stick in your sketchbook, really good. But for these, I went with Premiere Print, so I thought I would just show you. You're going to have to ignore some of the dust that's got on them. But I wanted to keep these because, as I said, this is my final project, so I got them printed on foam board in A3. It was really expensive to print A2, so I didn't go for that one. But we've got, thought I'd show you some of my photos, sorry to my friends. So they are like really sturdy foam board things to go on a display. So I did a bath photo shoots with my friends for the final pieces. So these are some of them here. The colours are all going to show up differently on camera, but because I colour grade it, but this one is one of my faves. This one is also one of my faves, and this one as well. These were pretty expensive to get done, but I will be able to keep these for the rest of my life. And remember that these are the final things I did for my final days at school, which is so weird to think I'm done with school forever. I mean, unless I go to uni or whatever, but that's out of choice, whereas school you kind of have to do. So along with the whole theme of like creative art stuff, as I said, my nan's moving, so she basically was clearing out a ton of stuff, so I managed to bag a few bits from her. So I'm not a painter in any way, I'm not even good at art, so I enjoy being creative. Also, if you're hearing funny noises, it's because I'm sitting on a leather chair. That's the chair, I promise you. I got one of these little mixing palettes. This, which also is a mixing palette, and you can also, if I can open it, you can make up little watercolour bits in here. So my nan is really good at painting. Also got a colour wheel, which I'm not sure I'm ever going to use. And one of these, a little sketch pad, which I have just put out all of my watercolours in here, and I have a few gouache paints as well. But this is like just a classic A3 sketch pad. I also got a giant brush, and then I got a ton of tube watercolours. So most of the brand are, sorry about the squeaking of the chair, are Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolours. Don't quote me on it. So I have a few that are 21 millilitres, which are this size, and then I have a few which are the smaller size, which are 8 millilitres. But I do also, as I said, have a few gouache paints, which are oh, I actually don't know, but I'll put it here if I can figure out what it is. So yeah, I got a ton of watercolour paints, which were all of the ones I showed on the sketchbook. But to go with that, I decided to buy myself some small paintbrushes. So I got these ones, which I think were also off of Amazon. I will leave a link. And I just really liked how small they were and the shape. So this is the smallest brush. It's a really good detailing brush, which is just really easy to hold. If you like to hold your brushes like that, I hold mine weird, so let's not even talk about that. So we've got really, really tiny up to quite small, but this is a really good size if you're trying to fill in a slightly larger space. I'm not really an artsy person. However, what I have been doing is using my Enchanted Forest colouring book, which is an adult colouring book, using my watercolours. So this is one that I have done. So because I had such tiny brushes, I managed to fill them in. So I used the watercolours on this one. I actually really enjoy using the tube watercolours. So yeah, because that's a new experience, having to learn how to use them. But I've been really liking that. Is a double page one. So yeah, I'm just whenever I've got some downtime, I've just been sitting down for a couple hours and using my watercolours because as I said, that you have to literally make them up. So you put in a little bit of the colour and then you add in water. So it is kind of a lengthy process and you don't want to make up colours that you're not going to use. So I have only been doing it when I've actually had enough time. Okay, literally ignore how I look, and I'm so excited about this because I literally forgot that I bought this, and it's so boring, but I love it so much. So some of you may know I redid my bathroom. Well, I painted it. But I got a new toilet brush, and the toilet brush is so cool. It's like plasticky, but it's like, I don't know, it's just a cool one. I will obviously leave it linked below like everything else, but I just thought I had to mention it because I forgot how cool it was. But it's something that you literally need to use. So I got a new toilet brush, which I love. Oh my god, I'm so lame. Okay, right, another random thing that I've got. So I was doing the Chloe Ting 2-week ab challenge with my mum, and I've always had really weak wrists, which is probably due to the fact that I have sprained them both multiple times. But doing this ab challenge really made me realise how bad they were. And then by the end of it, my mum and I think I re-sprained this wrist. It's okay now, only lightly sprained, not like a bad sprain. Yeah, so we think I did that. Anyway, I have really struggled, even just going on my hands and knees. The pressure on my hands I have found to be really, really bad. And then the next few days it's really hurt, or just generally doing it, I really struggle. So we did a little Google, and people were recommending wrist supports. I got the Dr. Arthritis wrist supports, which look like this. So they're basically, it's a Velcro thing, so it's fully Velcro, but because they are the brand Dr. Arthritis, they do have a little copper, I can't remember what it's called, but a little copper thing in it, because that is meant to be really good for people with arthritis. I don't have arthritis, but the wrist support is something that is really, really useful, and I have used these recently multiple times doing some of my exercises. So if I've been doing, I don't know, mountain climbers, or what are they called? The leg things. I've literally completely forgotten what it's called. When you're on your hands and knees and then you lift your leg out to the side like a dog peeing. Anyway, those kind of things, the plank. It has just been really, I honestly can't even describe how much of a difference this has made. I've been able to actually keep doing exercises without stopping. Like, I would always be holding my wrists because I just can't support myself with my wrists. I have been trying to strengthen them, but it's not really working when I actually need some support in order to strengthen them because they're just so weak and just broken. Yeah, basically, you put your thumb in this one. So this, I'm not actually sure if it's technically the left, but you wrap it around like this, and then all you have to do is wrap this around. Sometimes I put it in slightly the wrong place to begin with, but once you've got the right place to begin with, it feels restricting until you realise that actually it really helps. So this is it on my right hand. They are both like the same side, if you get me, like if you would call it the right hand, I don't know. But it still works to put it on the left hand, and then instead you would just wrap it that way, if you get me. So I'll put it on just so I can show you. So they are slightly different this way, but they both work really, really well. And I've been able to hold exercises, which has meant I've actually been able to do them properly. And so it's just been a really big help in me being able to strengthen even just things like my core, because I just couldn't do it before. But until I got this, I really didn't realise how much I needed it. So really happy to have got these, and it was definitely a worthwhile purchase. So most of the things I have bought throughout quarantine have been clothes, but a couple random things I thought I would share. I feel like some people would be interested. So basically, my hard drive corrupted, which isn't very good. So I have got myself a WD Elements hard drive. I panicked when I first used this because I was like, it's not working. But I just had to change a setting on it, and then it worked for my Mac. So yeah, this one does work for both Windows and Mac, which is really, really great because Mac are awkward. And the reason it corrupted was, I think, because of my USB-C adapter that I had. It basically plugged completely to the side of my laptop so that it was flush, which looked really, really nice, but it meant every time I started to move something out, it started to move inside my laptop, which meant it was disconnecting my hard drive without me telling it to. So I also picked up a new USB-C adapter, which I have personally been really enjoying. I didn't want to have too many dongles, but I think it's the only way to stop it from breaking. So I got this one, which is a xoxo. So it plugs in, it's a dongle. It's got 3 USB slots, so I can plug this into that. It's got a USB-C slot, so I can charge my laptop through it. And it's also got an SD card and a micro SD card slot, which is really, really great. Obviously, I need an SD card slot because I do YouTube. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I didn't want to go too crazy, but I thought I would share some of just the random bits that I have bought. I think I had bought some more things. A lot of the things I have bought have been homeware. I'm going to be doing a homeware haul soon because I'm redoing my room, and some of that stuff is going to be arriving soon. So I'm not sure how long you're going to have to wait. It might be a couple of weeks, it might be a month, but there will be a homeware haul coming soon as well. Okay, without further ado, I'm just going to end this video because I'm rambling now. But I will see you all soon with another video. I love you all very, very much, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all of that random stuff. Okay, bye! Oh, that was so awkward.
I can't breathe without your love.